Okay, Ken, Dave Maubach here. We're here at 1113 28th Avenue in Silvis. And I'm going to back up a little bit so you can kind of get a better idea. I noticed that these shutters, they need to be repainted. Actually, the roof looks pretty good. It looks like it's got a ridge vent system on it. At least from this side, the shingles are all laying flat, which is what my expectations would be. I'm going to give you a kind of a look around the neighborhood here. I just sold one several houses down earlier this year, and we were in a similar value range, and it was also a story and a half, and it backed up to the park area there. So I've had a little bit of familiarity with this, so I just want to give you a look of some of what the neighborhood feels like here. I have to watch myself with the sun here because it's got pretty intense glare at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to head on back towards the rear yard here. These plantings would be on this property. And we're just going to mosey back here and take a quick look. Now, we're actually, let's see, I'm going to tell you that we're looking east this way, and then the sun would be towards the west here, and it's going this way, I believe, yeah. So we've got east here, this is the south, and then we're heading north. So we're going to walk back here. Got a lot of hose strung up here. I'm not sure why. So here's the back area. And you can see there's a raised deck here. And they've got this thing set up for privacy. Probably, I don't know, I've become a composite decking sort of fan. This stuff looks like it could be eligible to be replaced. Now you're going to see on this, you see how there's some darkness on that roof? So it does have some age on it, and this usually on the north side of the roof is where you're going to see that darkness, and I've had roofers tell me that that's actually dirt that you get from the roof. Let's walk back here. I want to give you a good look at the whole rear yard on this thing, and also get a better look at the up top here. And that roof doesn't look too bad there. There's more dirt on the other one off on the other side. This, what I'm looking at right there, is their four-season porch. And you'll see the concrete foundation underneath, but that is on crawl space. That is not basement underneath that. And now I'm going to get up real close to this so you can see this. The glare is intense. So I want you to be able to get the feel. You see how, what that's mildew on the siding. And again, that's typical of the north side. It gets a lot of dirt and probably ought to be cleaned, truth be known. Now if I step back, I'm going to be right in the sun, but it's going all along the back side of that area up there. And I just want to give you a look over here. And this is a service door to the garage, and that could stand some cleaning there also. And it appears that we've got a high efficiency furnace, and I was already been down in the basement. I think that was 2025. So that's the intake and the exhaust. And then we've got a Lennox central air. And I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to give you an idea date-wise. I'm gonna at least have the serial number on this so that you can Google it, and it'll give you the date if it doesn't have the manufacturer's date on there. Usually with a serial number on a Lennox, I have no idea what that is, but I think what you could do is, like I say, it says May of 2026, right there. So May of 2026 is when this unit was put in. So it's newer. So these folks next door have chain link fence. And I want to get back in here where this, again, as I mentioned, this is the 4-season room right here. And you can see that that's for the crawl space. And I've got that opened up so we can see on the inside too. And this is an egress window. And again, that really needs to be cleaned. We are dealing with vinyl siding here. So that's what I want you to be aware of. And it's just, this is really tough back in here. It's hard for this all to dry. Now, I think the sump pump is right there. That would be the discharge. So I have no idea where that pump is discharging at. We'll walk towards the back here. God help us if they're trying to go the other way with it. So let's see if we can walk back here and find that discharge. You can see we're dropping down into a ravine here, so this would be the most logical place to run a pipe, I would think. But this is definitely a waterway. I don't see any standing water here. There's a little bit back in there. But I can tell you when we get heavy duty rains, this water is going to be flowing back here. So, and I want to give you a look on what's on the other side. There's a park back here that's actually kind of cool, and I don't know, I think a guy could probably access that park right through this direction. These folks over here have their own lots here. So that's kind of what's going on there. But you can see where they've got, see how this drops down here? And God only knows whose property this is on. That's actually a culvert right there. So this water's all coming down from this. There's a downward slope, and it's all running this way. And the good news is it's running away from our house too. So hopefully you wouldn't, unless it gets plugged up for whatever reason. So, I'm seeing this thing here. I have no idea what I'm looking at there, Ken. Let's give a look here. I'm curious now. Bear with me. Nope, it's just not very deep at all. It's about several inches, but it's like this is some kind of cover for something. I do not know what that is. All right, so hopefully this has pretty good coverage on the yard. I'm walking towards the west here, and you can see that they had something going on here. They had screen over it, and that's what that stuff is. Looks like they could have had strawberries in there, trying to protect them maybe from rabbits, and deer, is what my thought would be. So hopefully this is good enough coverage for you on this. So the next thing we're going to do is step into the property itself, and we're going to be doing the first floor and second floor, and then we'll do the basement last. Okay, so I'll sign off for now. Thanks.